So I am here at Disneyland Paris and I'm going to take you on a walk to the parks from the Disneyland Paris hotels so that you can see just how long it will take you and the route. It's super simple to get there. I'm actually staying at the Hotel Santa Fe, which is where we are starting. This is the hotel that is furthest away and I'm actually in the furthest block away. So let's go and we'll see how long it takes us. I'm just going to film this in real time and hopefully give you some interesting facts along the way. Something that I do really love is this is a really beautiful walk. If I turn the camera around, you can see we go along a riverside and actually opposite, peeping through the trees, you can see the Hotel Cheyenne. So these are the two value resorts and they're literally right next to each other. Oh, and on our way, we've seen some Disney ducks. But it's a lovely walk. Hotel Santa Fe has a Cars theme and the Hotel Cheyenne has a Wild West theme, but the rooms are themed to Toy Story. So if you're looking for a specific theme, Disneyland Paris is great for it because all the hotels are really amazingly themed. As I say, these are the two cheapest resorts, so they are the furthest away, but it's still not that bad a walk. So let's time it and see how long it takes us. So you do have to cross over the water to continue onto Disneyland Paris, and then you'll see right in front of us is the Hotel Cheyenne. Even though these are value resorts, they both do have Starbucks. So if you are looking for a morning pickup, you can go there, and even on the way, we have Mickey. I don't think there is a bad hotel at Disneyland Paris. I think they are all fantastic. They are wonderfully themed, they are really comfortable, and they're all within a 15 to 20 minute walk of the parks, and they also have free buses that run every 15 minutes, and at peak times they run a bit more frequently, so you can get to the parks super simply. And that's one of the reasons I like staying on site, because I don't have an afternoon break and it's so quick and simple to get back to the room. Back across the river is the Hotel Santa Fe, which has that really cool New Mexico theming. I actually really like walking to the parks because it's such a scenic and beautiful route. I love that you could hear loads of bird song and there's loads of trees and plants. I just think it's really pretty, and there's no way you can get lost because it's just one pathway. Something that makes the value hotels unique is they are lots of small individual buildings. They're normally 2 or 3 stories high, and there's lots of different ones, whereas some of the more expensive hotels are just one really big building. So I actually really like you kind of have these tiny little blocks, and they're easy to walk around, and even though they have a lot of hotel rooms, they don't feel super overwhelming. It's really nice to walk around these, and they always seem pretty quiet, which is impressive because I'm like, there's loads of people here, how come I can't see or hear them? And there's actually a little sign up saying it's going to be 15 more minutes to get there. We've been walking for about 5 so far. So we're going to walk under this little bridge, and these are actually the roads that the buses will take to get to Disneyland Paris from your hotels if you are staying at somewhere like the Santa Fe. I would say both the Santa Fe and the Cheyenne, to walk from one end of the resort to the other is about 5 minutes. So because they have those little buildings, there are a lot of them, so from end to end it's about 5 minutes, but that's good news because it means the lobby, which is central, is only a couple of minutes walk for everyone, no matter which building you're in. We're now getting the first glimpse of another resort, and on the other side of the river is Sequoia Lodge, which is a wilderness themed hotel. Sequoia Lodge has really cute Bambi theming and is themed around the type of lodge you would stay in if you visited American National Park. Next year it's starting to undergo massive renovations to update the rooms, so over the next coming years we're going to see the hotel transform a bit, but the new artwork looks lovely. I really do love how peaceful and serene the walk is on this walkway. It's just really pretty and calm and quiet. I'm just walking at a leisurely pace, not trying to get anywhere super fast, so I hope this will be a good way to kind of measure roughly how long it will take you. I am quite short, so I'll probably walk a bit slower than the average person, but I think it's a kind of leisurely nice walk. It's always something that's good if you aren't too tired. I would say after a long day in the park I probably prefer getting the bus back just to give my feet a little rest, but in the mornings or a beautiful day like this, it's lovely to walk. On the left hand side we still have Sequoia Lodge, and coming up on the right hand side we're starting to now see Hotel New York, which is also known as the Art of Marble. This corner here is actually Manhattan Restaurant, which is one of the best table service restaurants in Disneyland Paris. It serves Italian food and it's really good. If you're looking for a special meal, I would highly recommend this. And as you see, the nature now makes way to more of the kind of start of Disneyland Paris. Over here we have the Art of Marble Hotel, which as you can see is one huge building because that is a more deluxe hotel. And if you go this way, that is where you enter Sequoia Lodge. So we have been walking for about 10 minutes now. So I would say if you were coming from the Art of Marble, from this point on, we'll measure how long that's going to take you. And Sequoia Lodge, I'd add on an extra minute just to walk over that bridge and get to the entrance. And opposite the Art of Marble Hotel, across the lake, we can see the Newport Bay Hotel, which is a beautiful nautical themed hotel. and this actually has its own kind of way to get to Disneyland Paris. It has its own pathway, its own security entrance. So just behind the balloon, they will have their security entrance. Newport Bay is a hotel I've stayed at a few times, and I absolutely love it. I would say from the front of the hotel to get to that security gate is about a 5-minute walk, so we will add that on to our little walk, because it takes a little bit longer from that side to get to Disney Village, but the benefit of having your own security channel, which is much quieter, kind of evens out the time. So we are now coming up to the security. So if you do walk from the hotels on this side of the lake, you will go through this security channel. Do be warned, in the mornings this can get quite a long wait, so do factor in a bit of time for that. I can't film as we go through here, so I'll pause and I'll see you on the other side. So as you can see, the security is behind me. Because it's the daytime, it took no time. I just literally was the first person to be able to walk up, which is fantastic. And now we are basically at the start of Disney Village, so let me show you. We have just come past the end of the Art of Marvel Hotel, and now we are entering Disney Village, which is the shopping and dining district for Disneyland Paris. You also, on the left hand side, can go on the Aerofoil, which is the hot air balloon, which is tethered. You're not going to fly away. But today it's a little bit breezy, but if it wasn't, you can get some really, really good views up there. So just across that bridge you can see a green tent, which is the private security for Newport Bay. But we are coming this way, and we have Brasserie Rosalie, we have Earl of Sandwich, Rainforest Cafe, lots of places to look at here. Disneyland Paris is undergoing renovations at the moment, and we've already had some shops that have been renovated. So this is one of the renovated shops. The Lego store has been renovated. Disney Star has been renovated. So there's quite a few updated shops, so we're going to see a lot of that in the coming months. In Disney Village you will also find a McDonald's and a Starbucks, so you get the kind of big known names as well as kind of independent restaurants. As you can see, there are still some construction walls up, but over the coming months we will see them come down as more and more renovations take place. I'm sure some more will go up in other places because this is a multi-year update, but it's going to be amazing once it's all finished. Some classics like the Disney store, which is famous for kind of, if you want to get stuff that's all Disney, which obviously you want to, but like the classic merchandise, that's the place to go. I do love the kind of retro look of this shop. It's so cute. There are also a few food booths. So if you're looking for a little snack on your way into or out of the park, that's fantastic. At the very end, we have Annette's Diner, which is a really great American diner. So if you're looking for some fantastic burgers, this is a very good pick. And over in front of us, you can see people kind of walking towards the exit. Behind it, that big building, is the train station. And behind that, you will also find the buses to the Disney hotels. Disneyland Paris also has a big cinema here. Most of the films will be in French, so if you don't speak French, you probably won't be able to watch the films because they are dubbed rather than subtitled. However, I do think they have started doing some screenings in the original language of the films. And then next door is the World of Disney, which is the super big shop that has a bit of everything that you would want in there. So it has taken me 5 minutes to walk through Disney Village. Of course, I didn't stop for anything, but it's been pretty good. I would say it probably will take me about 20 minutes in total to get to the parks, but we are basically there now, which is fantastic. And then starting to come into view is Walt Disney Studios Park. So if I was to walk forward, I would be in the Studios Park. So, you know, that is probably just over a 15-minute walk. And then if we look kind of this way direction, we are going to be able to see the Disneyland Hotel, which of course marks the entrance to Disneyland Paris. We are almost there, guys. Over here you have the main security gates. This is the entrance people use if they arrive on the buses or if they were to arrive by train. And that's the main security. This one gets quite busy, but it does have lots of terminals. Whereas the one near the Art of Marble Hotel, it's much smaller, so the queue can back up a bit in the morning. So just be aware of that. Right in front of us, you have this great statue and some lovely greenery. Now, normally that construction wall would not be there and you'd have an amazing view straight through to the archways of Disneyland Paris, but this is just temporarily there. Once you get to this point, you start hearing the music and you feel like you've arrived, which is amazing. Now I want to take you here just so you can see the entrance to the park because it's so cute. And I, of course, I'm going to do what everyone does and stop and have a selfie. It is just such a magnificent entrance to a park. So we're going to carry on down this little walkway. There's a few different walkways you can take, but they all lead to the same place. And there are loads of fantastic photo spots along the way, which is obviously part of the design, but yeah, it's just an amazing entrance to a park, I think. More more stop, maybe 2, before we actually enter the park. Obviously, this is going to add a bit of time on, but you have to do it. You have to get the photos. Okay, we secured the photos, so now let's go under the sign. And this is just such a stunning hotel as well. It's just very, very beautiful. I think this is one of the most amazing entrances. And of course, you've got the iconic Mickey clock, which inside this hotel you can actually buy a version to have at home, which I have bought because it's stunning, amazing, brilliant. What a great piece of merchandise. Of course, I had to stop for some more photos, so I won't count all of this time, but we are now at the park. We just walk straight ahead and we are there. And we are now inside the park. So it is that simple. I will insert the amount of minutes it takes to get to the parks from each of the hotels so you can have a guide. But as you can see, it's a very easy and a very beautiful walk, and you can't get lost because it's one pathway, and then you are in the parks ready for the magic. Thank you so much for watching this video, and until next time, I hope you have a most magical day.